Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new SBC Ferran Torres to review today. So, we're taking a look at a card that is 5'11", high medium work rates, 4-star skills, and a 4-star weak foot. So, definitely makes the card incredibly usable to begin with. We are also going to be doing the Leroy Sané review afterwards. I'm probably going to be playing games on my boy's Bundesliga account since he has a better squad for him to do it, because usually when you're in the higher divisions, you kind of need to have like a full squad so you can have more of an opportunity to score more opportunities because of the Bundesliga players, the German players you need, and all that stuff, right? But in regards to Torres, guys, he's got 98 acceleration, 97 sprint speed. Not necessarily something you have to improve, obviously. His shooting is at 96 attacking positioning with 98 finishing and 94 for shot power. Base card stats is giving him a +5 in that area. Long shots is set at a 77. Don't really do long shots that much anyways. The fact that he doesn't have the finesse shot trait or the outside foot shot trait will make me do long shots even less. I honestly, I can't think of a time I really do long shots that much anyways, right? Even when I do have the traits. In regards to passing on this card, his base card stats are great. You don't necessarily need to improve it. Now, obviously, in the dribbling department for this card, you do need to improve it to make him as responsive as possible, considering the fact that he is a 5'11 player. So what we're going to do is we're going to check out what chemistry style I'd like to give him. I'm mostly thinking about giving him an engine. I think that would make the most sense, but at the same time, an engine would be insignificant to the boost in regards to pace and passing, so it'd almost feel like a waste, but at the same time, we'll see, right? Because you can even see on Footbin over here, he's got marksman, sniper, engine. I think a sniper would be... I don't think a sniper would be entirely pointless for a card like this. It's a strange one, because a sniper does give him boosts in a lot of the dribbling areas. Marksman would give him... I see, so that's why people give him a sniper. Yeah, I think the sniper would make the most sense. And then the engine would boost his balance by a +10, but his reactions would still be an 87. I think what I want to do is I want to give him the sniper first. Engine is not that significant in regards to passing ability. It's very small. Paces would be essentially perfect, which would be nice. Marksman would be a good test because it's boosting his shooting. It's boosting his physical a little bit and his dribbling. So you know what? Let's give him the marksman chemistry style first and test and see what his dribbling is like. Because if his dribbling is decent in game, then it's not necessarily going to be a necessity to boost, right? So we'll just give him the marksman for now. See what's up with that on the card, see if his dribbling will be improved enough. But in regards to the rest of this team, we'll be using, let's see, 4-2-3-1 would be nice. Depth would be high. Depth is high just because I want to get the ball back quickly. Same setup as before, actually. He has Ferran Torres playing on the right side. So for me personally, I would actually play Phil Foden on the right side, and then I'd play Neymar through the middle with the way that this team is currently lined up. I want to play Torres on the left side so we can see what type of player he is in regards to what formations would make the most sense for him based off of his own characteristics. We're going to have all of that stay on the edge of the box. We'll have that unbalanced. And then the strikers on stays central. Yeah. So we'll try him on the left attacking mid position. That way we can kind of test him out playing in a left mid position. Is he more of a narrow-oriented player? Does he like to push out wide? All that fun stuff, right? The reason why I have him on the left side is because he is a right-footed player. So if he does choose to cut inside, having that right foot on the left side to be able to cut back, go inside, go for the near post strike, or going for the little inside run and then shoot across goal would also be very, very ideal. So, like I said, guys, we'll be doing this review for Torres right now, and then I'll be working on Sané afterwards to get that review out for you guys as well. So, let's get into a game, see how he plays, and I may switch formations depending on what I'm noticing with the card, because he could potentially make a good cam as well, right? I think this guy's doing the Sané objective as well. He's using the lone Timo Werner with Royce in the team as well. That's why I want to use my boy Paul's accounts, because of players like that, right? The problem with these objectives, and this is gonna happen next year too, is if people message to, hey man, let me score the goals. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Oh, he actually comes... Ooh, hold on. His dribbling's actually not that bad with the marksman chemistry style. So far sticking out wide, does actually move into the middle. Okay, interesting. So far he seems like a 50-50, I would say, which is nice. It's more nice if you're using like a formation like a 4-3-2-1, for instance, because that movement that he does in a formation like that would definitely be more ideal, but we'll see. So in that situation right there, in that attack, he actually stayed out wide. It didn't really push in a narrow manner at all, which was quite interesting. I do think that this card, yeah, it's going to be like a combination of like if you want to use like a 4-3-2-1, you use him as like a left forward or right forward, or you mostly use him as a 4-4-2 left mid or right mid, right? Like that's what it feels like the most, I would say. Yeah, you can even tell, like, right now, like, he's kind of playing like an actual midfielder when he's making those specific runs, you know? Like, you see how he kind of, like, sticks out wide right here? He'll be a 50-50. Like, he'll sometimes cut inside, but it won't necessarily be ideal in a 4-2-3-1 system. So we might actually switch to the 4-4-2 at some point in this game, because I just feel like it'd be best suited for him just because of the way that he's moving across the pitch right now. In regards to dribbling, though, the marksman chemistry style is actually not that bad. You see how he sticks out wide, doesn't go into the middle. The marksman chemistry style is not really that bad. You do notice the dribbling being off a little bit, but I do feel like if you actually were to improve the dribbling with, let's just say, for instance, like an engine or a sniper, you know, you could be looking at a pretty decent card, to be fair, right? Like, there's some interesting variables to work with right now, but definitely not a card to use in a 4-2-3-1. Like, he's definitely usable on the sides for sure, but it's not mostly ideal at all, right? See, 50-50, right? So he'll make those runs sometimes, but it's the certain build-up, the certain build-up plays that I don't like how he consistently plays on the side, right? Like, especially when I start going in through the middle, it'd be nice if he were to start making those types of runs, right? Oh, nice little goal right there. Full photo moving into the space really nicely. Yeah, so what we're going to actually do here, guys, is we're going to go ahead and switch the formation because it just doesn't really suit him in regards to how he's moving across the pitch. So we'll use the 4-4-2. We'll switch Neymar off to this side. Phil Foden could play over here. Perfect. We'll do this, do that, this, that, and these guys want to stay central as well. Cool. That's for the 4-4-2 drop back? No. Balanced. Perfect. Okay, so let's try him out in the left mid position, 4-4-2. We'll see how he plays there. He actually comes back on defense as well. Don't even have that set up for him. His running feels a little bit slow, though. It's because of his dribbling stats for base card stats. Because, you know, you could be like a Aubameyang in this game, but if you have that like agility and balance that's not necessarily up to par, you won't run that quickly, right? Those little like emphasis touches that he does in those situations, that's something that you may want to improve as well, right? Oh, that's one hell of a touch there, EA. Denayer, the beast, though, getting the ball back. Not where I passed it. Definitely through the middle right there. Oh, and my defender doesn't even want to get the ball. What a beautiful game, man. Absolute masterpiece of a video game. I feel like in those situations, I would have to, like, force the instruction out of the card. Yeah, he really sticks to the side. This is the type of player, guys, where I feel like his off-the-ball movement is not necessarily going to be the best for this game. It just feels very linear. Like, I feel like I'm going to have to force the instruction out of him or even play him on, like, a free roam for him to really move across the pitch in a better way, you know? Okay, boys, so we have to give him the sniper chemistry style. The dribbling in super clutch situations, just not good enough. I'll be honest with you guys, man. So far, this is a concept card. There's obviously certain variables that you need to follow to even make yourself usable, but this card is just like, it's kind of like just one of those cards you get just for the sake of him being a Man City player, or like you want to go with like a concept of Man City, Spanish or whatever, but I definitely put him in the usable category now. I don't really think he's that special. We're going to force the usage of the 4-2-3-1. Out wide, guys, he just sticks to position. He's not going to often go into the middle. He'll probably do it like maybe 30% of the times, depending on how your team is actually going to move. He won't really move that well in your squad in regards to playing on the side. So what I want to do now is I want to try him through the cam position with a dribbling boost on his card, because I just feel like it's a necessity on this card. An engine chemistry style would be great too if you want to play him as a cam potentially, but I just want to see what he's going to be like with the sniper chemistry style, boosting his agility to be as good as possible, because the dribbling just it's in the clutch situations, it's just not good enough, you know. This guy's doing the objective probably. Same meta teams, boys. If I could switch to that person right there to get that ball, that'd be great, EA. Is that him in the cam position right there? I mean, playing in the striker position, rotating with Dalglish? I think it was, actually. Shot across goal? Oh, not a good finish. Not a good finish. The first time shots in those areas are not necessarily always the best, but he's definitely moving across the pitch better playing through the middle than he was playing through the sides. I am noticing that so far. He's always rotating with the striker. Very noticeable with Kenny Dalglish in that situation. Runs into the space really nicely on the side over there, but it is an aggressive-oriented cam that you have to kind of be careful with if you're going to be using him in your team, you know? Yeah, he's always rotating with Kenny Dalglish. That's actually interesting. You could see even in that situation there how Kenny Dalglish got closer, but then Torres started to move to the side right there. Look at this beautiful masterpiece of a video game. Absolute masterpiece, bro. My player does a full circle around him, pressing the tackle button, does nothing. God, I hate this game, man. I'm telling you guys, man, a toddler made this gameplay. It's always like this every year. Toddlers make this gameplay. Such simple stuff should be working and just doesn't. Yeah, he'll run into the space instantly. He's not a cam that lingers through the middle. He's definitely someone that's like just, he keeps moving, which, to be fair, actually does work, because you kind of need these like really unpredictable players in regards to the runs that they make, right? So it's actually not bad at all. His dribbling definitely feels better with the sniper chemistry style, but it's not that great anyways because of his base characteristics. Like, the balance is just not high enough for him to feel super responsive, you know what I'm saying? I don't force those runs out of him. He does that himself. It's interesting that he does that, though, because he doesn't really move that well on the sides, but you would assume if he does that through the middle, he would on the side, so it doesn't feel like he does. It's just like a strictly middle type flex, you know? Look at his positioning right now. Look at how he moves with Kenny Dalglish in the team. It's so strange, right? You see how there's no available cam for me to be able to make that pass there? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of have to play off of his characteristics if you want to use him through the middle, you know? He left the game? That's it for the review then, because... Alright guys, so final verdict on this card. It's a usable card, nothing special. The problem with this card is that any chemistry style you give him, he's going to be lacking in one of the areas that could be potentially improved. Now, if I were to actually use him in my own team, Even for the quote-unquote fun aspect, I would give him the engine chemistry style. Reason being for this is because of the fact that I'm never going to do long shots, right? The 96 attacking positioning will be good enough because, you know, you can give him a sniper chemistry style for the extra +3 for positioning, but his movement on the sides is very generic. His movement through the middle is a little bit more different, but not necessarily ideal if you want to use him as a central cam. It's actually interesting because if you do end up using this card, he could actually be mostly ideal as an actual striker if you want to use him in your team, just because the way that he moves across the pitch. He definitely plays better through the middle than he does through the sides. Through the sides, he just feels like a very generic card to have there. But through the middle, he actually feels like he does something. So if I were to give him a chemistry style, it would have to be the engine to boost his balance and agility as much as possible, as well as his general dribbling stats. But do I think the card's that special? Not necessarily, but for 76k for a concept card, usable aspect, not necessarily that bad. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and work on Leroy Sané. I'll see you guys then. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.